Hey, it's Mimi from heymimi.com, and this video is about my FitBit Charge, which I got for about $100 at Target. There is a newer model called a Charge HR, which will track your heart rate, which everybody seems to be scrambling to get a hold of. I ended up getting this because HR is on back order and I didn't want to wait forever for it. I wanted to get moving on this, and I'm really glad I just got this one. The HR is really more than I need right now. I was debating between the FitBit Flex, which I like the look of. It's sleeker and a little more feminine, and you can change the band out, and then this Charge, or the FitBit Charge HR. I'm just gonna barely touch on maybe the differences between the Charge and the Flex, but I would say if you're a serious fitness enthusiast, you're not gonna get like the greatest advice from me, because most of the exercise I get each day is this. And that doesn't burn a whole lot of calories. And until I start getting obsessed with fitness again, heart rate is not the issue. Just moving around is the issue. Mainly what I'm gonna tell you about is why I chose this one and some problems I ran into getting it to connect. If you're a fitness enthusiast, I recommend you check out a YouTube channel called Riz Knows. And he has every fitness tracker on the market. He has reviewed and tested the heart rate monitors on all of them. He compares it with all the different brands. So if you're wavering about which brand to get, I really recommend you check out his YouTube channel, and he's at Riz Knows, R-I-Z-K-N-O-W-S. I think his name's Jeff. I got the FitBit Charge instead of the Charge HR just because I was impatient, not necessarily because it was cheaper, but it is about 50 bucks cheaper, $30 to $50 cheaper. And I'm glad I got this. I really don't need the heart rate thing yet. Maybe 6 months down the road I'll want it. I like the way the Flex looks better. However, the Flex does not have a numerical display. It has a series of dots. And so the FitBit Charge and the FitBit Charge HR is bulkier. However, it does have this numerical display. It can show you caller ID, so you can see who's calling. You can't answer it or interact in any way, but at least you know whether you want to get your phone out of your gym bag or purse. It shows you the time, and on the buttons it'll show you steps walked today. Push it again, it'll show you how many miles you've walked, how many calories you've burned, how many times you've gone up and down a flight of stairs, and then I think there's a stopwatch on here. But the coolest thing that I am finding is that it automatically, if you sleep with it on, it has some really amazing reporting on when you went to sleep, how much restless sleep you got, how much deep sleep you got. It's extremely enlightening. I had no idea I was going to like that feature as much as I do, or that it was going to be as automatic as it is. It's really great. I don't think the Flex does this. With the Flex, you've got to kind of do a series of taps to say, I'm going to sleep now, I'm waking up now, and I'm just not going to do that. I'll be asleep before I think to do that. I show you in just a second how to choose your size. It comes in small, large, and extra large. I think you can only get extra large online. I have small, and I have it on the last two settings. It's not that easy to put on, but I think if it's not going to fall off really easily, I just think that's just comes with the territory. If it's going to stay on securely, then it's going to require a little effort to get it to snap in. The only thing I take this off for is to shower. It's not a big deal if it gets a little bit wet. They're a little bit dodgy about saying whether it's waterproof or not, so I don't know. The reason I went with this was because I was impatient and I knew I wanted to compete with some of my friends and stuff, and I think this is the most widely used. I don't know his name, I think it's Jeff. If you watch his videos, you will see that he rates it highly, and he's done comparisons of every single brand out there. I like the display, I like the sleep tracker and the caller ID, and I was too impatient to wait for the HR. And this is very comfortable, and let me show you how to get it on. You just kind of line those up, and then I put my thumb on top of this, and I just squeeze down with my two fingers inside. To choose your size, they do have an extra large, but they show on the box here a small and a large, and online you can order an extra large. But what they do is just have you put your wrist up to this box, and if it fits across this small band, then get the small. So this shows I just fit into the small range, which is kind of weird because I've always thought I have kind of a small wrist. I have it on the very glass closure where they both fit into a slot. Okay, my wrist is 6.5 inches. That's what my wrist is, and I am on the last full setting on the small. So I'm going to stop there for now, and I think a follow-up video is needed because FitBit, like Apple, thinks it's really cool to just provide 0 instructions. And so you're going to probably want to know how to connect your Fitbit to your iPad or iPhone. I just want to give you the heads up that it may look like it's not syncing or that it's not connecting by Bluetooth, but you won't see that it's connected until you open up the Fitbit app. And if it still looks like it's not connected, make sure that your phone isn't already connected, because from what I can tell, only one Bluetooth device can connect to it at a time. My brand new iPhone 6 shows up in the Bluetooth screen, but my iPad 4 does not show up in the Bluetooth screen. However, it does connect, so don't assume that just because your device is not showing up in the Bluetooth screen that it's incompatible. You just need to open up the Fitbit app. So I'll stop there. I'm going to show you how to use the app, how to connect, and how to add friends in the next couple of days for my follow-up video. Thanks for watching. Bye now. And just a quick note, if you can't click on any of the subscribe or links that I put in this video, it's probably because you're on an Android mobile device. If that's the case, then just check in the description below, and I'll have those links in both the comments and the description box.